Having children was the key to inspiration to drive a business. That's exactly what Daryl told me a few minutes ago, which is what's led to his success so far. Welcome to the session, Daryl. How are you?
Good morning. I am well, thank you. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Thank you very much. Really excited to have you on the session today. I've got plenty of interesting things to talk to you about. So let's get straight into it. Tell us a bit about your business and the kind of services you provide, Daryl.
Yeah, perfect. So, my company is called How To Video Solutions, and we are a video creation and consultancy service provider, catering mainly for the pharmaceutical, biotech, and life science industry. And it's really about helping them to scale up and adapt their video content throughout their entire business.
Amazing. Love the fact that you really focused on one specific section, something that a lot of business owners choose not to do. Talk us through why you decided to have a strong niche in a certain area.
It's mainly about finding gaps in the market because, as you know, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of different founders, entrepreneurs, and
Mhm.
if you don't find a unique gap in a business or in the market, then you kind of get lost and you kind of get trapped in, into a vortex, never-ending vortex anyway. So I think finding a specific gap that no one has, and you have to do a lot of research. It's all about background research. We have the internet available to us, so just do as much research as possible and look at different companies available, look at the different niches, look at the different aspects that you could, as a business owner, help, right?
Mm.
Other companies. And so this is where I started off, and I saw this gap, and I thought, okay, why not?
Brilliant. I love that.
Yeah,
And it's quite courageous, or dare I use the word ballsy, to say no to this industry, no to that industry. I'm focusing over here. So, and,
yeah,
and clearly you've been growing your business along the way. But also
yeah.
you said that having children has driven you to make this business a very stable and growing business. Talk to me a bit about how that's come about.
Yeah, absolutely. I think by having children, I might say, it's kind of given you or given me a perspective on having stability,
Mm.
right? Being more financially aware, right? Because to my younger self, I've been in bands, I've been in music, and so career wasn't really in my scope as much. But I think since having children, you have to look after yourself, you got to look after the children, especially now that you've got a mortgage as well, then
Mm.
you have to look after that. So I think by having children, it kind of shifted my perspective
Yeah.
about business success in a way. But still, I keep my yeah, I love exercise as well. So I've got my exercise, I've got my music in the background as well, just to keep me occupied in those times. But essentially, yeah, having children really changes your perspective in life. So
Yeah, I can imagine. And hey, look, it's great news that you've actually taken on that perspective. Some people could choose to ignore it, but you've kind of thought, hey, look, I've got other people who've got to look after.
that's
Let's make a
right.
real success as a business. And
It,
you also, in addition to having children, you've got a band or you're a part of a band. You're
mm,
really into your fitness. We can see by the equipment you've got at the back. You're a
mhm.
father, and you've got a bit four huge, I mean, priorities or areas in your life. I'd
Yeah,
like to talk a bit about balance.
yeah.
And how, as an entrepreneur, father, gym goer, or an exerciser and a musician, how do you get balance all these things?
It takes time, it takes energy to really come up with a management type of plan.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because there's only limited amount of hours in the day, right? And you also need your sleep as well. I love sleep, but
Hmm.
well, I can't always get it. But it's about time management is the key thing. But I think in terms of psychological balance,
Hmm.
I do quite a bit of yoga as well. It's mainly about, yeah, it's mainly to, to get that regenerative area in your brain to kind of just be at peace, right? Because there's
Yeah,
so many things happening right now, and you need to be at bay. You need to have that
yeah,
median. You need to be able to find that normality in
yeah,
your life where, okay, you're not going to be overloaded with all of these different aspects. So yoga is a really good way to yeah, to have that meditative type of mindset as well. So I
yeah.
would say a mixture of time management, project management, and some meditation is a good way to really balance yourself out. And
Amazing. So
yeah, exactly.
you really find, so in a world where there's so many things going on, you're really looking at, hey, look, how can I find that balance?
Yeah,
And yoga is one of those things.
yeah,
Unless you reach that balance, And by
Yeah,
getting that balance, you can then juggle the other four areas.
that's right. Absolutely. That's right.
Awesome. Music, very
Yeah.
interesting. Can be quite time consuming, as you say. You're in a band, so you're probably traveling as well.
Mm.
Um, do you find that there are lots of lessons that you can learn from those four disciplines you're in, yoga, music, being a father, and exercise, that add to your business?
I believe so. I believe so because it creates experience, right? So along the way, so I'm 33 years old now, and all of these different aspects and milestones in your life, it will create experiences, whether if
Mm,
it's good experiences or bad experiences, it creates an experience. You become wiser, right?
yeah,
From all your mistakes, from all your hardships, from all your success, it creates an experience for you. So on that note, yeah, music has helped me shape the person I am today. Yoga has definitely helped me maintain that stability and balance. The children has helped me change that perspective, and exercise just keeps me, yeah, just keeps you fit and really gets you going, right?
yeah,
So those
yeah.
four areas, yeah. So I think overall, all of these have contributed to the business as it is now.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
But also, so you're into your fitness, and there are plenty of business owners out there who strive to create fitness goals. Some are probably doing really well at them. Some are probably on and off, on and off, on and off. I mean, personally, what I've found is that the fitter I get, and the more time I spend on health and nutrition, my
Mm.
business seems to go up.
Mm.
Probably it's because I become a better coach or because there are learnings and lessons from pushing myself outside my business that helps me push myself in the business. I mean, do you ever come across lessons in your, say, your world of fitness that then translates into your world of business?
Absolutely. I think one of the things is never give up. When you're pushing that last rep, right?
Mm,
When you're pushing that last rep and then you can't do it anymore, you just say never give up. Just don't give up. And it's the same aspect in business, right? Right.
yeah.
You will have failures throughout your time in business, but you will also have success. And it's by pushing that last rep, right, that creates that success, right?
That one last phone call, that one last visit, that one last prospect you got to talk
Yeah.
to. When you've
Yeah.
had a tough day and you don't want to talk to anyone else, you just go and do it. And hey, look, it could be
That's
that
right.
very last phone call you make, could be the one that tips you over the edge and makes an average day into a great day, isn't it?
That's right. You gotta just grind it and really persevere. But I
Mm,
understand that you really have to motivate yourself as well, and that's why, yeah, fitness and business, they do interlink somehow. For me
amazing. Yeah,
anyway. Yeah, absolutely.
awesome. But looking ahead for next year, 2024 is only around the corner.
Yeah.
Um, what kind of challenges do you think yourself as a business owner you may come across?
I think that there may be several challenges in terms of, I think my biggest one at the moment is networking. So because I do run this business, but I am also employed by another business, so I do juggle two jobs as well. So it's about finding time and really pushing the business further, right? That's really the next challenge for me for next
Mhm.
year. Because at the moment, I'm happy, I'm stable where it is now, but at some point I do want to grow the business further. And I
Right.
think it's that element, right, where the fitness part comes in, where you really just don't give up, just keep pushing through. And I think that's going to be my next challenge for next year is really grow the network, get the name out there, and yeah, get myself out there. Yeah, that's really it. That's going to be the main challenge for next year.
Fabulous. Yeah. It's grow your network, and grow the business. Some people do say your network is your net worth.
Mm,
So hate to throw that cheesy line in there, but can be quite
yeah,
useful to keep in mind as well.
absolutely, absolutely.
So that's one challenge you think you're going to face. Now
Mm,
looking backwards, um, into the past. Let's just imagine you were going to go back into business again.
mm,
Let's just imagine you're, I don't know, 21 years old. You finished all your studies and all your apprenticeships or whatever it is that past was.
mm.
What advice would you give to the 21-year-old Daryl who is looking to go into business?
Oh God, I would say I would say the fitness motto that I have, just don't give up and persevere. Because I'll tell you what, when I was 21, I have the same mindset when I was 21 as I do now, in terms of not giving up and persevering as in that sense. Because I when I finished the nursing area, I had a choice to go to the NHS or go private.
Hmm.
And from there, I did a lot of research, and then ended up being in the pharmaceutical industry because of that decision I made that I don't want to stay with the NHS. I want to go
Right.
somewhere else. So I think, yeah, there was some experiences back when I was 21 that I'm still using to this day. But I think as a business owner, I think I think it's the element of, yeah, just don't give up and don't let anyone get in the way.
Awesome. Awesome. So
Yeah,
don't give up. Keep going. Don't let anyone get in the way.
yeah,
Daryl, it's been absolutely refreshing on this rainy day talking with you. You've shared some really good lessons. I'm pretty sure the people listening to this video podcast have got some good value out of it. Once again, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and hopefully our paths cross in the future again. Thank you for your
perfect.
time.
Thank you so much, Amit.